Hello and welcome to the email marketing section of my digital apprenticeship portfolio. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is how I gained the contacts for the email marketing campaign. So obviously we've got two different marketing lists that we're going to be using. The first one I'm going to be using is the target guests, people that we haven't had on the show yet, people that could potentially join us as followers of the podcast as well. And then the other marketing list is people that we've already had on the show. So the first marketing list is quite easy. The first one that I chose was the previous guests that we've had on. Now, ever since I started the RDK podcast, I've been keeping a log on an Excel spreadsheet with all of the information of people inside it. So everyone that I've contacted about the RDK podcast, I've been keeping a log of here. So we've got the names, the contact emails. It's also got their company names down here as well. But I've been keeping a record of them just to make sure that I can keep track of the people that I've spoken to, and where I am in that journey of getting them on the podcast and releasing their episodes. So I already had that data readily available. So this was the spreadsheet that I actually used to import into Force24. But finding potential guests was a little bit more difficult. This spreadsheet here was configured using a program called Bullhorn, which is what our sales team use to create CRMs so that they can find people for jobs. So I don't actually have permission to use that. I don't have an account. I don't have access to it. So our host, Jamie, the podcast host, he actually went through our list of contacts on the video side of things because that's the department that he works in. He went through that and he had a look through. Obviously, all of these people had notes against them, and we could see which companies they were working for. So we sat down together at his desk and went through all of these contacts to figure out who were RDK contacts, where they were from, what kind of people they were. And the two lists that you see in front of you, obviously, there are two different sections here. Some of them are people that we think are developers and would like to listen to the podcast, and some of them we think are higher up in the team and are most likely to join us for an episode. So that's how we've put this list together. We've taken those details and put them into a new spreadsheet so that these people are in our database already. They have already given us their information, so we can make sure that we are being GDPR compliant and not just taking random email addresses and sending a very random email to random people from LinkedIn.